I looked up to Diamond Prox, but before that St. Vicious, because at some point St. Vicious was basically the best jungler in the world.
I always wanted to be a player like Diamond Prox, and then I learned a lot from him. Like, I just copy everything what he do. So
I really liked watching Def play. He was probably my favorite player, and he still is. I think he's just like really strong mechanically.
In NA, I looked up to Afromove because he was known as the playmaker support, obviously, and like really good leader. And I try to model myself after that because he's a really positive player, and I don't know, I try to be really positive as well and enforce like good habits on my teammates.
I think the scene was just getting started. If I had to pick one, I would pick Chaucer.
I used to look up to Reginald as a mid player because I actually used to play mid before I was a pro, and I just love playing mid. And Reggie was the only player that ever gave me trouble back then, so I always really looked up to him.
In the start it was Sorcerer, and then it was like some days Mip.
Alexich back then when it was Gambit at Worlds and such, and Moscow 5 was like dominating. That's the team I was looking up to mostly.
Before Najin, Sword, Gung. I usually scrim with him, and he was really good.
I think before I was pro, when I played in challengers, like obviously Faker is like a big one, but also I think maybe Forbidden a bit, because went straight from challenger to one of the best mids in Europe as well. So
I think most players would probably say Faker, but I think I looked up to Abdo the most. I think it was just something about his style that was very interesting to me.
I think junglers I looked up to before I became pro, I think Trick was one of them, because he seemed to he's a lot similar to me in the form that he can adapt to any playstyle, and he was really good at the carry meta, and I liked watching him play and how he played and how he carried.
I'd say Junkos. I think he's really good, and it's probably the one I look up to right now.
Before going pro, I looked up to St. Vicious. He was still playing when I was like amateur, and he was good. It was before he missed every smite, so back then he was good, and I was like looking at him and at Hotshot GG.